Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and I'm here today to talk about native lawns. Now the homeowners here, this is their view looking out their house from in front of me here and looking back out. They had planted some native grass but plugs, and it took like over a year, and they still had mud and they had weeds because it's native grass. It's really slow to establish. It takes actually about 2 years to get it established. Well, fortunately, I was able to meet Robert Shoquist with soilsolutions.com, and he actually told me about the native bent grass. This is a few years ago. So we were able to take out the old plugs and put in, which were not really establishing very well, and put in native bent grass. It's a native sod. I keep mentioning native because anything native is going to take way less water. It's better for our environment. So we installed Rainbird Copper Shield technology drip irrigation tubing. We installed the bent grass, about a little over a month ago, and you can see how this stuff is really establishing. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because we did the first cut about an hour ago, and this is not like your common grass, common tall fescue which sucks up a lot of water. This is actually a native bent grass. And so when we cut it, one thing you want to remember is that the roots to this, one of the reasons why it's so successful in drought conditions is because the roots sink down way deeper. In fact, the roots after about a month, they'll sink down about 2 to 3 times what you see here. So that's one of the reasons why it soaks down really deep, and then it's able to draw water at a deeper level. But here's the interesting thing is with tall fescues, you can cut those things short, no problem, they come right back. This is a more advanced plant, and so being that it's a how would we call this? It's a different type of plant. It's very drought tolerant. About 2/3 of the leaf blade is above the stalk and crown. So the point being that without getting technical, I'll just cut right to the chase. When you cut this the first time and thereafter, you only want to cut it about 1/3. If you do more than 1/3, the crown will actually shrink down, the grass will actually shrink. You don't want that. In fact, if you cut it down hard enough, so do it very light, if you cut it down hard enough, you might see brown, and that brown will not come back until the winter time, because that's when it's really, really aggressive growing, is during the winter time. In the summertime, it doesn't grow that much. And so in the summertime, we may end up cutting it every other week. So, but we just did the first cut. You can see how beautiful this is. It's kind of a meadowy type of grass. We actually did it with a weed eater. We did a little bit with a machine and thought, we don't want to chance it. So we did most of it with a weed eater. Next week, we'll probably do it with a machine at the highest settings and then gradually taper down and taper down. That's how you want to cut this grass. I promise you, if you cut it too low, you're going to regret it, at least at first. You can cut it low, but not until you work it down every single week. And so just a tip on how to mow native grass, native bent grass. And for more information, you can contact Robert Shoquist at soilsolutions.com or his cell phone number. It's 805-236-9272. So he provides this stuff for us if you're going to be a do-it-yourselfer, and if you're not, go ahead, feel free to give us a call. Mike with Enviroscape LA, signing off. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.